Oh, man. We need to get out of here. The season, it's getting to us, man.
It's not going anywhere. It's the same thing, again and again.
We need the story, but... Oh no, we can't escape. It's got us trapped. Please, no.
Look, we're doing your civic review. Let us out.
We'll do it, please. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of Digimon Ghost Game, The Prison of Fire. And if you are worried about any spoilers about this particular episode, or any of the episodes that we review, these are definitely full of many spoilers of what is to come. So,
very deep dives into these episodes.
Some would say too deep, I'm sure, but we're passionate.
They might not be wrong, probably not wrong. But...
So if you're worried about those, you've been warned up front. Otherwise, let's dive right into episode 20, The Prison of Fire. Your same comment, as always.
Again, we get the same opening narration.
Mm-hmm. So very important.
Yep, shows how much extremely important stuff has happened up to this point.
Mm-hmm. But now we start off in tense, pretty much the formula at this point.
Yep, standard.
There's a house on fire, and somebody seems to be trapped inside. And I assume their parents are worried about them? They want to go.
One person wants to go in, they're being held back. So apparently they're smarter than the main character of Big Hero 6 who allows his brother to run into a house and they have to explode.
Alright, yeah, I suppose.
That didn't bother me at all. No.
And we see that the person is still inside. They appear to be trapped by a purple fire.
Yep, but they're surrounded by purple flames.
It looks very different. And as they are crying out, reaching out towards
Mom and Pa, as he calls them.
You can just see the hand
as he leaves the flames
starts to burn away, and he just keeps going and completely burns up, screaming.
Yeah, kind of Thanos' way, but much more painful.
Humans don't die in Digimon.
Well, I think some got eaten by Cherrymon.
Yeah, okay.
Usually not on camera per se.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, this season definitely seems to have the winning in the dead humans category.
Well, I mean, it's got to be something different, right? It's just some, illusion or something, right? They don't go there, do they? Well, we'll see.
Well, didn't one guy supposed to say that Jerry dies in Tamers? Didn't he say that?
Yes.
But I don't recall that.
This episode is right after Digimon Con, for any of you who are wondering about
yes.
The timing of this, if you see this in the future, and there were some questions there, too. Not much to tell you about what we were learning about Ghost Game there. There wasn't much to tell. So, we get the whiplash of...
We get a serious tonal whiplash, yeah.
Of going to the amusement park. I mean... This season has had tonal whiplash. That's nothing new. This is complete.
This is extreme tonal whiplash, yeah.
Opposite ends. And Gammamon's just riding around happy in Hero's backpack. And Goramon's just out in the open.
Yep.
No problem.
They're apparently like a amusement park that's known for having holograms and stuff, so no problem.
Yeah.
And Mika and AOE.
AOE, yep. Are right there. So, they see Angoramon. Again, so they make no reaction.
Yeah, they don't seem...
Which is, well, what I would expect, because...
Yeah, they've seen them before.
Yeah. They may well have spoken to them. I mean, I can guarantee they saw Gammamon talk.
Yeah.
During that episode of the Halloween episode, so... They know about him. They don't know everything, but they know he exists.
Yeah, which, again, this makes whole... Ruli's logic in 15 so strange.
Yeah.
Episode 15, in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah. No, they're going around. They're enjoying the park. They go on the Ferris wheel. They go on the log flume. Yeah. And, talking about...
And then Goramon saying how it can just be out and open and pretend to be holograms now. No big deal. This park, it makes sense, but you walk around pretending to be holograms
all the time.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So this really isn't that special, dude.
Yeah, no.
We go on a long flume, and Gammamon says how he got wet, and the operator says, "Can holograms get wet?" No, but this is a world where after the Weedmon invasion, they still don't care. So let's go with it.
Yeah.
Everybody's just that stupid, apparently.
He at least does question it, but yeah, no, you should know more of. Oh my god, what is that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And so they're off having fun, and Kyoshiro is not there with them for once.
No.
But
does he really seem like a theme park kind of guy?
No, but he doesn't seem like he'd go camping either, but he always gets, pulled in anyway.
Because if Jellymon wanted to go to the theme park, and yeah, they'd be there.
Yeah. But that's when we learn especially why he's not there.
Yeah.
Because we whip over to the dorm room, and it doesn't mess around. Suddenly, something has Jellymon outside the window in its grasp and telling Kyoshiro to come to the roof.
You men come to the roof.
Yes. And yeah, like, okay.
Yeah. My note says more tonal flash.
Yeah, we have no idea where how this happened suddenly. Just, I guess it ambushed her outside, I guess. I don't know.
So, he goes up to the roof.
Yeah. And we see Saberdramon is what has...
Yep. Or
Dark Birdramon, for those of you who may not exactly know who Saberdramon is immediately. And he also goes up there, and there's another one!
Yep, he's got a partner.
And there's another kind of a... I mean, again, if you know Digimon, you know...
Yeah, you know.
You probably know who this is, too, the Dark Lizamon. And, kind of a Meramon. A darker
These two
Meramon.
have been around for a long time. This is definitely their first significant animated appearance.
Yes, but if you play the games and stuff, you've seen them around quite a bit.
And yeah, I always know this Digimon is Dark Grizamon, but I've learned it's Dark Lizamon. Because apparently, again, because the odd L and R translation in English. Because apparently Japanese has all these different characters, but yet we can't tell the difference between L and R in English. I've never understood how that works. If you know, please let me know in the comments or give me a link or something if it's too much for just one comment blurb. Because I am very curious of how this works.
Yep. And so, as they look at this human, they seem to decide that, no, this isn't the one.
Yeah, the one we want always is with a white Digimon.
Which doesn't narrow it down between the other two, actually. Because Angoramon and Gammamon are both white.
Of course, we yellow.
More cream. Okay, yeah, I guess he... I didn't think of it immediately that it had to be Gammamon instead of Angoramon.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Love that guy.
Yes, she's here to help. But anyway. But yeah, so that's not who they're looking for. But they still launch a fire attack at Kyoshiro.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to get burned by it, but he does pass out from, oh my god, what's happening?
Either overflow, overload, one or the other. It's gonna make sense here, but made a lot of sense when he was, saw the spirit demon creatures from the shadow realm.
Yeah.
That dissolved, so they weren't humans or Digimon, but that didn't seem to bother him this much.
Nope, not at all.
Weird. So Dr. Lizamon keeps telling Jellymon that, okay, where's Hero? He actually went to use his name now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll keep burning them if you don't tell me.
Right, yes. So he seems serious. These Digimon mean business. They're not messing around.
So she breaks down and tells them, and then they toss her inside the flame too.
Yep.
And she
Go ahead.
checks them out, and doesn't wake up, so she does her electrical shock to the chest thing again. Because people who aren't having cardiac arrest, make sure you shock them in the chest. That works very well.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a defibrillator.
You don't use the defibrillator on people who aren't having heart issues.
No.
But, it's Digimon, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
And then he wakes up, does another limit break, and I still know what the limit break is.
So what? Yeah, it didn't really do anything anyway. And they start flying off and leave if you want to.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And he questions that, looking at his hand and everything, of
why aren't we burning? Yeah.
Yeah. He's sitting in the middle of this purple wreath of fire.
So at this point, Jellymon tells him that they're after Hero and they should probably call him. Oh wait, no, they don't do that.
No, not at all. Why would they do that? Actually, this team's been fairly good about doing that.
Yeah, well,
it's not this episode.
But then we switch to an amusement park, and apparently those two are fast.
Yeah, because Ruli, is with AOA Mika on the carousel, like, hey, hero, take a picture, and all that. Okay. And yeah, almost immediately they come flying in, land really hard, and people are like, oh, what's that?
Is show starting? And in this case, I actually can believe this and understand it.
Yeah.
You're in a holographic park. Okay, I can see why they'd be confused and...
Yeah, some people even moving towards it, like, oh, wow, cool, what is this?
Supposed to literally jumping on the highway, jumping on someone else's car and kicking holes in it. And you're thinking, is this a commercial?
Yeah.
Well, here I can actually see you thinking it might be a show.
Mm-hmm. And they start talking about how there's humans in the way. Good, they'll make good hostages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they mean business.
And Hero is quick on this and activates the digital field to get
everybody
away.
Everybody out as the blast is coming out. I mean, they waste no time, and Hero luckily doesn't either.
Cause, everybody's on the ball here. Yeah,
because it could have been far worse if he wasn't. Because it hits the carousel and surrounds the entire ride, which now only Ruli is on. No one else is, because well, they went into the field.
Yeah, she's the only one brought into the field.
Which is consistent, makes perfect sense at this point. And she doesn't seem hurt by it either.
And Gammamon really jumps in just out of instinct to try to be there and
save her, but she apparently didn't need saving at the moment.
Yep, and even Gammamon is confused by this, which is like the first time that Gammamon doesn't know exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But he does immediately know who Saber-Germon and Dark Lizamon are.
Yes.
So, yeah, can only go so far.
Yeah, he knows a lot, but not everything, I suppose. And that's when they confront Hero. Are you Hero?
Hero, Japanese name.
A Monokawa or something like that. He's like, yeah, that's me. What do you want? And Dark Lizamon demands that he brings him Black Gammamon. And Hero at first is like, what? Who?
Which is kind of ridiculous, but...
Yeah. But
he thinks about it for a little while,
and they're like,
"Oh, her! Yeah, I have no idea how to summon her."
Yeah. No, they say,
I barely know that Digimon.
They say we know what that Digimon carried, and that's what triggers it in Hero's mind. That
carry something to you, yeah.
Carry. Oh yeah. Yes, I mean I've met that Digimon, but I don't know. I can't just summon them. What are you? Fine, if you pretend to play dumb, then we'll take you too. And they start attacking. The conversation's done.
Yes.
And this is when, as they start the fight, this is where, Ruli's like, come on, Gammamon, let's go, we gotta help them. But for some reason, Gammamon has a thought, at least, of trying to throw a rock out of...
It's actually grass, from that's called in the digital field.
Okay. Yeah, just some object out of the field, and it burns. Almost instantly outside of it. It burns to ash, and it's a reverse fire trap. As we also quickly cut over to Kyosho, who is also learning this as Jellymon kicks out a bottle.
Yes. He answers, yes, how long are you going to study it? She's getting impatient.
Kicks a bottle out.
This is impressive that he's managed to get two of these going in two such distinctly different
locations.
Faraway locations.
Yeah, keep them both up. That's good for a champion.
It's pretty impressive, yeah.
Because yes, we are fighting champions now, where we were kicking the butts out of ultimates before, so this will be no problem, right?
Yeah, Pixelmon wasn't much trouble.
Yeah.
Scrowmon was no big deal.
Mm-hmm. This will be easy. So they get ready to fight, and they randomly get Wezen.
Yeah, they leave because Ruli says he run away because if you get caught in one of these traps too, it's all over.
Yep, so he hops on Wezen Gammamon and starts booking it.
Yep.
And, well, Saber-Germon, I mean, it's a bird. I could see it being fairly fast. I could see Wezen having a tough time outrunning the bird, but Dark Lizamon also seems...
There's no problem. Yeah,
really quick.
On top of him. And again, this seems like a good form. He seems like the beefiest, most hit points.
Heaviest, strongest, sturdy, kind of type. So he launches the Sedna at him and dodges away. Dark Lizamon's too fast. Comes running up to him and just picks up Wezen. I mean,
Well, he knocks him over. I think Saber's Mount knocks him over first, and then he actually attacks from his back without being told to attack by a hero.
yes.
This may be the first time a good champion is able to attack without being told to.
Yeah, he just launches whatever those would be called, yeah. Which is different for this season, and I hope we get some explanation as to why that has been fairly consistent to this point.
Nature attacks must be called out by your team, right?
Yeah, this isn't Pokemon.
But yeah, then Digimon literally picks up ones again, right over his head. I mean, it's an impressive lift, it seems.
Yeah, not even seems that difficult. Just whoop, and chucks him. And it defeats him.
Yep, the Digivolves back down to Gammamon.
Oh, wow, okay.
That was kind of embarrassing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot of trouble.
But then, because they're on the racetrack, the hero shows up in their go-kart.
Charging at him to try and get him away from Gammamon and everything.
Then he shoots his flames at the golf cart, and Hero jumps out and grabs Gammamon and runs away, and they can't catch him.
Yeah. And the go-kart explodes from the purple flame.
I think so, yeah.
Which, as we've learned, it's just a trap now. He's got other types of flame, I guess.
Digimon usually have more than one attack.
So yeah. Just that was different.
Well, and we saw a van hit a guardrail and explode earlier too. So.
Oh yeah, just the cars will just explode when you touch anything in this world. Gotcha.
So the cool car explode doesn't strike me as that strange.
There we go. Okay, gotcha. Yep, and that's commercial.
Yep.
Quite a bit, okay, bit of action, lots, okay. Decent amount happening this episode.
Yep, and then cut back to the other ones. We've got Simba and Goramon trying to just blow a hole in the flames. And we've got Jellymon trying to phase through the floor to get through the flames. Neither one works, but at least these two are trying to get out. And
yeah. They're at least trying something.
And then we cut back to Hero and Gammamon, who have found shelter somehow, having outrun these two.
Who are running away. Well, the way he gets away from Saberdramon at first is Saberdramon's a complete idiot and runs into a tree trying to get him.
I forgot about that.
Okay. Because the only attack he uses the entire time is just that saber claw, or whatever exactly he calls it. Just charges with the claw and just right into a tree. It's like, okay. Well done.
Yes,
very
impressive.
Ever impressive. But yes, they get away that way and hide for a little while, and
Hero twisted his ankle and to run, which makes fine.
Yeah,
no big surprise. Understandable.
Yeah, he tripped over something or whatever. And he's like, no, we gotta hide. We gotta stay here.
You stay here and hide. I'll go out and fight him again. I can still fight. Well, considering you didn't do much last time, yeah, I would hope you can still fight.
Yeah, and Hero's no Gammamon, you can't do it. And like, no, I can. And he just goes running right out as just Gammamon.
Yep.
And
runs in, headsbutts Dark Lizamon.
Yeah, Dark Lizamon's like,
what are you doing? You couldn't have done. You're involved. You couldn't take me.
Yeah, so I can be faster and stronger and the bracelet starts growing.
I'm going, whoa, I'm really going to go kaboom.
Yeah.
Are they really going here because Hero was hurt and he's that upset?
No.
This bigger, faster, stronger apparently means Battle Gammamon.
Yeah. Because Battle Gammamon I don't think Battle Gammamon's ever lost. Pretty much so far this season. I mean, he's the form that's really just kick butt all the time. And yeah, he becomes Battle Gammamon. And as his not surprising, Dark Lizamon is confused by this.
Yeah.
Wait, this is what you were before.
Another evolution? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is weird, yeah. It is weird.
And it's a little one-sided, but it's a nice little fight with Dark Lizamon here as battle. Dodging around, having to do a skidding across on one claw, a little over-the-top stuff, which is just fun.
Yep, I'll about that.
A nice little fight. And as he goes running in to punch Dark Lizamon, there's Hero standing right in the doorway. He's
yelling out short shot.
Easily visible, saying, "Sword blow!" Yes.
Sword blow, yeah.
Because he punches him, so yeah. And he slugs him right in the gut and sends him halfway across the park, just slamming into something in a dust cloud. I don't think it was anything important, like a shed or something. But yeah, just wham.
Was it a merry-go-round?
It was near it. I don't think he actually hit it.
Not the Ferris wheel, not the merry-go-round.
Oh, the Ferris wheel. Yeah, it was near there at least.
Regardless. It was good hang time. It's an impressive shot.
Yeah. And
then,
battle's great. Until Saber-Jabon comes in and slashes him with the claw.
Grabs him by the glove and pushes him along on the ground a little bit. And this
He Digivolves him.
Digivolves him back to Gammamon.
Defeats him again. Oh, okay.
That wasn't really big or stronger there.
No.
Well, at least not in the taking damage regard. I guess you gave some pretty good damage out.
Yeah. But he's like, oh, that one flies. I can fly. I can match him.
But didn't Battle Gammamon fly last episode?
I mean, he claimed he could, or did he just jump good?
He jumped really good, yeah.
Yeah. And so he Digivolves a third time after being defeated every time. You know.
Being knocked out, not just end the battle.
Yeah.
Knocked out of the champion twice.
Yeah. And he gets Kaos. Well, okay, yeah, I mean, cool. And let's take this to the sky. And he starts taking off and just kind of dancing circles around him because Hero ends up getting into a conversation because Dark Lizamon's actually okay.
Yeah, so I guess Battle Gammamon wasn't that strong either.
Yeah.
I don't know what this whole little speech was about.
Yeah. And this is where we finally get the explanation of quite what they're after, why they're so after Dark Gammamon and or Black Gammamon
Yes.
and Hero, where they just want to go home.
There's no place in this world, yeah.
For us. It's ruled by you humans, and there's no place for us. And we get a flashback to the start of the episode.
Yeah.
This one's okay. I complain sometimes about flashbacks to the same episode, but this one was fine because we get to see it more from a different perspective, at least. Because, yeah, they were there when the fire was
on fire. Yeah.
That's why there was the purple flame.
Yeah,
so,
kind of obvious now, but
yeah, now it is.
But yeah,
And,
they're basically telling the human, we do get his name, I feel whatever, but
Yeah.
hey, stay in there. You want to remain in there for now. We're
We're
trying to help.
We're protecting you. Don't do anything until we tell you.
And then when he sees his parents, that he runs out there to try to greet them and gets outside, and you get the whole scene again.
Yeah. And everyone's standing out there, and
When he's gone, they see these two in the flames.
a whole nother group of humans see Digimon. And calls them monsters and like thinks they're evil and you know.
Oh, come on. An entire invasion of Weedmon wasn't enough to get the government to do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Attack on the power plant wasn't
No.
enough to get the government to do anything. What are you expecting at this point?
I know. I expect too much.
I'm expecting decent storytelling. That's what I'm expecting.
Yes. And so Saber-Jabon just grabs them and they fly off.
Take off, yeah.
And that's when they started looking for answers and they heard about Hero. But who would they have heard about Hero to only hear about Black Gammamon, who few people know is at all tied to him?
Yeah.
And, that he's not, a sucker.
The United States Police help us find a way home, and that will be his new purpose in life.
Yeah. So who is it? The only thing, just because I'm grasping at straws, and I hope it's something, is Black Agumon there from episode 13 is like spreading rumors and trying to get the Tamers in trouble or something.
Boogeyman or something.
Or
To get them away from there. To get them to forget about their invasion, which they've done a fine job of forgetting about without them.
Yeah. Trying to do anything. Yeah, so...
This doesn't really add up on some levels.
Yeah. As you know, Kaos and Saber-Jabon are just flying around fighting in the background as these two are just talking.
Yeah.
Until finally Kaos just outmaneuvers him and slams him down into the turf. Into the ground. And he comes to protect Hero as well. He comes diving in. And Dark Lizamon has none of it. Just turns around and suckers him right in the chest too, with a powerful punch and smoke cloud. And it's like, ooh, ow! He's been defeated a bunch of times today. That's gotta be bad.
And you can see it goes down again. Again.
Well, we don't even see him go down. We just hear Battle Gammamon and the smoke clears, and he's Digivolved a fourth time today in like 3 minutes of real time. That doesn't happen
No, if you get knocked out of your form, it's supposed to be a big deal.
I mean, because of how unusual Gammamon is, we keep getting things that say he's weird.
Yeah.
I hope we eventually get an explanation that will make sense.
I mean, if you've been willingly gone back down to Gammamon and evolved again, it wouldn't bother me, but it's got your head kicked in Digivolutions.
Yeah.
So I guess unless you take him out immediately, he's pretty tough to take out now.
Yeah. And I mean, the sore blow that he does to Dark Lizamon, he slams it like straight up. You see like the shockwave goes through him.
Yeah, around him, the one way right through his stomach.
And like, oh my gosh, did they really?
Did he really go all the way?
No, of course not.
But it is enough to get rid of all the fire traps.
Yeah, it broke his concentration on that apparently.
But being hit into a Ferris wheel is not. Doesn't do it.
No, that wasn't. And so, the two Digimon are still just like, well, you won. What are you going to do? There's still no place for us. We can't.
Then we get some more of those hologram balls we last saw in the Halloween episode, I think.
And we saw them around the park earlier. Or at least one we saw earlier in the park.
Yeah, they seem fairly enough common. I think we saw them in the Mon episode too. I think there was one.
Could be.
But regardless, they're fairly common enough.
Yeah.
But a whole bunch of them come up and say, "Welcome to a brand new world," and they're like, and I'm kind of scared because I think they're possessed.
Yeah. And suddenly the holograms disappear and they shoot laser beams together and form a gate, which looks very similar to the one we saw in the Metal Phantomon episode 8. Okay. Yes. And
Hero looks to his left and look, who
could it be?
Well, it's Gammamon. And she, in my opinion, she looks really unhappy right here. She's like, look, you jerk, I gotta clean up your stupid mess again. Why can't you figure anything out yourself?
Looks unamused, yes.
Yes. I believe unamused is
after a little while, just gives a little tip of the hat. So it's not
and then the
true.
other two realize, oh, there's a portal. Sabermon says, I'm gone. See ya, bye.
Yeah, just goes. Barely says anything.
And Dark Lizamon at least apologizes before he hops back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Gammamon there tips her hat.
Yes. Though there is one line that really stood out before Dark Lizamon left. It actually happened beforehand. I missed it. Was because they asked what happened to the guy. And humans aren't reborn as Digitama. So the show is very much saying, yes, he did burn. He is dead. Oh, okay. How are you so wimpy like all the time season, and yet humans are fair game? Digimon are not, for the most part. Except for one episode.
You've killed about as many humans as you have Digimon in this.
Yeah. And I can't think of any humans dying in any other season. I mean, that doesn't happen.
Does Karate count?
Oh, okay. Fair.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Sabers.
Yeah, spoiler from, 15 years ago. Yeah. And the portal closes behind him. Hero doesn't try to jump through or anything.
Nope, doesn't try to talk to Black Gammamon or anything.
Because I assume Black Gammamon just disappears again. We don't actually know this, but...
He probably escapes undercover flashback or scene transition or something. She's good at that.
Yep. And pretty much it's just a quick wrap-up of, yep, Ruli and Kyo are okay.
Yep. Fire traffic gone, so we have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Though we do get a flashback of them hearing about what Pokemon thought, like that these kids might be special. They might be a bridge between Digimon and humans. And we had to go back and check episode 13 because we're like, wait a minute, they were never actually told.
Kiramon was one I heard him say that, but
when we went back and checked, Kyoshiro asked that we're a bridge, so
obviously Kiramon must have said
the
that.
flashback was also kind of said,
yeah. As it was shown to us in flashback form, yes.
Yeah. So, okay. They did know it. Okay. And I mean, yes, create your agency. You can become the agency, because apparently the government's not doing anything, so you become the agency and do it.
Maybe.
Because, give me something.
Yeah.
Please.
Overall, this wasn't an awful episode, really.
No.
I actually like the fight in this one. There haven't been a lot of good fights in this one, but this one dragged out nice. There's a lot of rounds to it and stages and steps. Again, Gammamon having his head kicked in so many times and getting up without a problem was a little annoying by the end.
4 times, yeah. I mean, getting up once again to
Once or
fight,
twice,
sure, but 4
the one time when he picks him up and carries him away and gets a little bit of rest.
Yeah.
You give him some champion and all that, that would have been fine. But it's 4 times is a little excessive.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's just, again, we need the connections, we need the story, we need, again, a 2-parter of anything.
We need an arc.
Yeah.
And like I said, even here, it's just a 2-parter would be amazing at this point.
By this season standards.
And that's really a low bar for Digimon.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. As we get our preview of episode 21, it really looks like, we're really going to fix that.
Mm-hmm. It seems to have nothing to do with anything else so far.
No. It's a spider Digimon eating people and Digimon, catching them in their webs and sucking them dry. It's spider things.
Yeah.
And
as spiders do.
It doesn't look like Dokugamon.
No.
It looks like Otuskamaru Kenimon.
Well, the last time the not evil Digimon villain, 02 villain showed up, was a very good episode, so.
Yeah.
I doubt this will be nearly as good, but we can hope.
Yeah. Well, we've rambled for long enough tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Digimon content from us. And as always, everyone, remember to be awesome. Until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.